Okay, I want to show everyone how to enter projects. You need to do this by having coordinator permissions. So that means I'm logging in with my account. So I come to the system, and what I want to do is go to Manage, Add Projects. Now you're going to see a few things here on mine that you may not see on yours because of just the different levels of permission. For example, when I do this, I need to enter which county I'm entering the project in. You will default to your county that you're assigned to, and I can enter things on your behalf or as me. For this case, I will use me. So project name should be something descriptive that you can use as you're scrolling through the list. So I will call it Farm Market Downtown. And then put in some sort of public-facing description of this project so master gardeners can understand it better. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon, answering gardening questions from general public. Now, for purpose and expected outcome, I want to take these seriously, but also at the same time not overthink them. The purpose here is to answer gardening questions and connect visitors to extension resources. And our expected outcome is the number of visitors will be tracked and number, let's say we're handing out brochures, handed tracked, something like that. These are good numbers to show the impact of some of the work you're doing. Then for the themes, to the best of your ability, find a theme for this. And I would, for something like this, go with it being a resilient and productive environment. And I would, you could choose something, or maybe you're doing something very pollinator themed or invasive plant themed. Just pick something there that tells the story. Your audience could be many things, but adults is likely the target audience, and the location, farm market. And then down here, put any notes that you may have. So when you're done with that, come up and hit add, and it is now entered into the system. So to go back and just take a look at some different aspects of this, we have several different types of themes. These are aligned with our educational priorities with an extension. Whenever you choose one of these, your subjects here can change to address other things, that sub-themes that go on in those categories. So do what you can to best connect the dots. Sometimes it's a square peg round hole, but do what you can. You may realize you were working with different audiences. If that's important, you may want to enter this twice as the two different audiences, and be sure to specify which audience you're working with each time. So let me show you that. So let's say we are doing a food access project at the farm market. So you might want to change that. So I'm going to save this. So here's my food access project. Now I want to say we're going to be doing, and it's targeting adults. What if we have a very separate and special one that we're targeting a different audience? And maybe that'll be youth. And so I would select youth program. Change that title so you know it's something different, maybe even change the description. And when you go up and look at your project lists, and I want to look at what's in Buffalo County. You can see here's the first one we did here. That's like the answering questions for adults. And then here's that second one we did regarding youth. And note how you can tell the difference between the two. So there's a lot of different ways we can play around with this, but this is just the basics of getting it done. So go ahead and get your projects entered into the best of your ability, get them coded the best that you can. We can come through in the near future and polish them up and change things, delete things, make things better as time goes on.